Well, hello once again. Greetings, greetings to you, Alan, my fellow Malawian.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for this opportunity, and Buck, I want to say thank you, for the segue into my chapter as you were mentioning the greatness within. That just happens to be my title, the greatness within. And I looked at this from a perspective, from a God perspective, to where our story, our life story has a beginning and an ending. And with God, our story begins at the end with a sure uh, um, victory if we follow the steps that are ordered. And so, when I consider the importance of mindset, the first thing that I want to begin with is how you define greatness. I've been blessed with um, the gift of being able to look at words and redefine words to where they line up with God's word, what God says about me. And this is what I'd like to encourage, others to do as well. And so, when I consider the mindset, I look at it from a perspective of how do I define greatness? Not what the world says about greatness, but how do I define greatness? And so, and I look at it that way because its greatness will be it be determined, and I will become whatever I determine I will become.
Mhm.
And so I look at it from that perspective, how you define greatness and why, because greatness is a state of mind, and it must be determined by the individual what their state of being will be. No one else is responsible for you but you. No matter what circumstances you face in life, you alone ultimately are the deciding factor and where your life will go. And so, I look at it from a perspective of value also. I believe that everyone must have an understanding as to what their value is. And so, again, another word, value, I've taken that word and I put a spin on it so that when I talk to people and I let them know, and I'm mentoring, I do a lot of mentoring, and I talk about value because value is placed on your life by God.
Right.
And that value that God has placed on your life is what makes you distinctively different from everyone else, you see. And so here is how I look at value. This is how I define it. Value is virtue applied legally for useful empowerment. This is what God has done in each and every one of us. He's given us a virtue that is ours and ours alone for us to give to the world. And so, that is the importance of mindset. And my key point that I want to bring to the table right now regarding my chapter is its ending, how I ended the chapter. As I said, God begins from our ending, and then he presents our life story from the beginning to us. And so I have a declaration that I want to share and I want to encourage people to adopt. And that declaration is a declaration of I am greatness.
I am
And
great.
I am greatness is simply this: I am global relevancy of exploits, advancing truth, nurturing everyone socially and spiritually. I am greatness.